Good morning, everyone. Good morning. We have some Saturday shenanigans to catch you guys up on, honey, because the YouTube streets and the social media streets are jumping with, or rather, is jumping with a lot of news I know you guys can use. So we are here to give you guys that news. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Saturday. I hope y'all got up, had some really good breakfast, and you're getting your day started, getting ready to get out and about to enjoy the outside because the weather should be nice today. So let's get into this news before all of that occurs. Shout out to all of my Caramellians and everyone watching in the chat as well as the bushes. Let's go ahead and get into our show. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. I see Shirley Terry, Eva Parker, Nikki B, Velma Sadler, Miss Pruitt, Ms. Mary. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Let's get into our show because we have one. We got some Saturday shenanigans for you guys. Hey, Rose. Hey, Rose. Hey, Petty Ann. Say morning. I know that's right. Good morning. Let's get started, honey. Tyler Perry must have a new boo after all these damn accusations are flying out about him. Now, he's been spotted with Mariah Carey's ex-boyfriend, child. And the peoples are saying that Tyler is out on a little yacht out here and done got caught. And you can kind of tell the way he looking back at the camera like, oh, snap. He do like him light skinned, honey. He does have a type, they say. They say he does have a type, honey. He like them light and right, okay? But Tyler Perry and Mariah Carey's ex sparked dating rumors after having a boat day. So they out on the water, honey, whispering sweet nothing's okay. Tyler is telling him and reminding him, you know I'm a strong top, right? I hope you a strong bottom. Now, in the most recent lawsuit where Tyler's been sued for $260 million by the Oval actor, rather, Derek, he pretty much expressed in there that Tyler Perry told him that he is a strong top, honey, and that he's looking for someone not much, not really like a exclusive relationship, but someone who's already dating someone or in a relationship with someone else, because he doesn't want to have the exclusivity. How you say the word? He doesn't want to be exclusive with nobody. He just want to be able to, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no, and then send them on their way. Okay. Because Tyler said he is too busy. He don't have time for emotions and all of that. He just want to, come by and tap that thing and be out of there. So I don't know if Mariah Carey is still, dipping back and forth or what this guy's situation is right here. But it said that he and Tyler Perry might have a thing going on. Me as Mrs. Jones, honey, got a thing going on. That's kind of what they're saying about this. So what y'all think about this? What y'all think about it? Tyler looking back like he might be caught, child. I said, "Ooh." Now, they said the Tyler Perry was spotted, child, enjoying a chill boat day with Brian Tanaka, Mariah Carey's ex. Now, they says that the cozy vibes between the two have sparked wild speculation online, with many wondering if there's more to the friendship than meets the eye. Ooh, child. They said that neither has commented yet, but social media is already checking for it. What y'all think, honey? What y'all think? I want Tyler just come on out already. I just want him to come on out already. I think everybody already knows that Tyler is gay. Now, not that it's important or our business, but you are a public figure, and you do kind of, put yourself out there as a straight male. But given that we've seen you in Medea attire, and we've heard all these accusations, shout out to Christian Keys, where he came out and he talked about some things and alluded to the fact that it was Tyler that was coming on to him and doing some inappropriate things. And now we hear this other actor, Derek, from the Oval, from the show The Oval that Tyler Perry produces. And now we're seeing pictures floating around with Tyler, with Mariah Carey's ex. I don't know, Tyler. You can come on out and just say, hey, this is who I am, and live your life. This is 2025. I think people would accept it, because for a long time now we've been saying, hey, we don't give a damn if that's who you are, that's who you are. So people saying that you should go ahead and live out your truth, live your truth in terms of who you are. And speaking of that, all right, a letter to Tyler Perry was put out there. Let's go ahead and put it out, honey, since we talking about it. Shit, let's go on and put it on out there. All right, give me a second because I got to move some things around. I like my show to be in order, child. All right, so yes, it's people saying, hey, go on and live out your life and be who you are. Stop all this damn hiding and denying it shit. If that's who you are, if you're a strong top, honey, you look for a strong bottom, go on and find your bottom. Hell. All right, so shout out to the girls are fighting. Shout out to the girls are fighting. Now, baller alert, you guys, supports Tyler Perry with an open letter. Now, this says it's time to embrace your truth. All right. So they wrote a letter to Tyler Perry and tell him, come your ass on up out that closet and stop playing in our damn face out here. Now, you Tyler Perry by day and Madea at damn night. Bring your ass on up out that closet and slam the door, meaning you ain't going back in there. Lock that bitch too when you come out. All right. So let's get into what they say. Child. Now this says to Tyler Perry. Now this letter comes from a place of love and long-standing admiration. Now from your early plans to dominating Hollywood with your own studio, you've shown us what's possible when vision meet resilience. Now we watched you write, direct, and produce your way into history, becoming a symbol of success in the Black community. Now you're not just an entertainer, you're an inspiration. And because of that, we feel connected to you. So when recent allegations made headlines, while some were stunned, others were shocked, or others were not shocked at all. Okay. Says that not because of any wrongdoing, said that those legal matters will have their day in court, but because the speculation around your personal identity has lingered for years. Ooh, so this is a letter to Tyler Perry, honey. Listen to this. Said that the truth is many of us saw what you've never confirmed, and through it all, our love for you hasn't changed. If anything, it's deepened. We remember you opening up to Oprah about the pain of childhood trauma, about the confusion and hurt from abuse. Says that that was a raw, vulnerable moment that made us feel even closer to you. Now, you've always urged us to live in our truth through the characters you bring to life. Now, maybe it's your turn to do the same. Now, allegations aside, your legacy is already cemented, but there's another kind of freedom waiting when you stop hiding pieces of who you are. This is a come out the closet letter, girl. Now, it says that whatever truth you've been wrestling with, know that it won't push us away. If anything, it'll bring us closer. Now, just like you've done for years, lifted us up with your stories, now let us lift you with our acceptance. Okay, so it's like, hey, we still accept you. Why are you hiding? Why are you not living out your truth? Why are you not being who you really are? Is it because you think that you will lose your audience? Is it because you think people won't watch your movies or your plays anymore? Like, nigga, we here. Just go ahead and say, this is who I am. Come on out and be public. If you're trying to date a man, if you're trying to do that, then be who you are. It's 2025, girl. Kick the door down and be who you are. So what y'all think about this letter? They said caramel is too much. What I do? What I do? I'm just reading the letter, girl. But what y'all think? What y'all think? Y'all didn't wrote a whole letter to Tyler Perry, tell him bring your ass up out of there. Yes, honey. Says that Ball Alert supports Tyler Perry with an open letter. Said it's time to embrace this damn truth now. We sick of this Madea shit now. I'm tired of you putting on these stockings and wigs and run across our screen, honey, when you need to be running up over there and getting you a man. Okay? We want to be able to sing that Shantae more for you, honey. Tyler's got a man at home, okay? And he's so good to me. Ooh, girl. So filmmaker and actor Tyler Perry, y'all, as you guys may know by now, in case your spaceship just landed yesterday, girl. Your filmmaker and Tyler Perry, honey, actor Tyler Perry was hit with a $260 million sexual assault and harassment lawsuit, honey, this week on June the 13th. Okay, so after all of this, and like I said, we've heard many times Tyler been caught up with some type of mess when it comes to another man that he may have a crush on, or whatever the case may be as far as that. But hey, they wrote an open letter to him asking him to embrace his truth and just come out. What y'all think? Do you think that's too far for them to say that to Tyler? Do y'all think it's really not our business? Y'all put it in the chat what y'all think. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the letter was inappropriate and that we should mind our business. Put a 2 if you think Tyler should just come on out and just stop playing in people's fucking face like we already know, Tyler. Like, we know your slip is hanging. We can see your tail from under your slip, nigga. Be who you are. Okay? Shit. Damn. Okay, I feel like this Madea character that he's doing also is maybe a way of him cross-dressing. Maybe he wants to be cross-dressing as well. So that could be a way of him hiding behind his alter ego, Madea, in terms of really being who he really wants to be, you know, right before our very eyes. Because you have some people to be that way. But acceptance, I feel like, is something that Tyler never had growing up. Because I remember when he sat down with Oprah, he did not feel accepted as a child. And he talked about the abuse that he experienced, and that could be tied into why he hasn't come forward, because he doesn't want to lose that acceptance again. Millions of people love him now and his work. So for him to come out and say, hey, this is who I am, I like a man, or I'm seeing a man, or I desire to, it could make him feel that rejection could be present again, which is something he may not be ready for. So you have to think. I look at it both ways. Okay, I look at it both ways. I don't feel like he accepts rejection well. And given from what Christian Keys was saying, when he rejected Tyler, it did not stop him from continuing to pursue him. And when it looked like he was going to get in trouble and Christian Keys was going to put him on blast, he went out and purchased him this expensive car as an I'm sorry gift. Please don't say anything, because I could lose everything that I built. And Christian Keys, of course, declined the gift, as we talked about before, and pretty much was like, hey, I was going to let the time for me to go and expose him run out. But now it sounds like there was some money that was exchanged between Christian Keys, his attorney, and Tyler Perry to make this thing go away. So let's move on, honey. Oprah Winfrey and TD Jakes, honey, they are speaking up about this Diddy situation, honey. Now, I don't think Oprah is being 100% truthful. Right. They said, whatever his business is, just stand in it. I'm going to look at some of these comments before we move on, because baby. Okay. I think he should just be who he is. I think that like they said, your career is cemented. A lot of people still love you. If you feel like that's why you're not coming out, is because you're going to lose your fan base. I don't know. It's a lot of people in Hollywood, like I said, that they come out and they'll live their truth. Look at Queen Latifah. I think we knew for a very long time that she was that way, and now she lives her truth. She's out with her wife. Y'all know she's married. I think they've adopted a child and everything. She's living her life. She don't give a damn. We knew all the way back when she was in Set It Off, when she did that scene, and then she tried to come out and say that she told the producers that they had to pay her more money in order to do that love scene with the girl. But it was like, this is what you do all the time, bitch. Go in there and finish strong, like Diddy tell his FO recipients, child. Go in there and finish strong. We already knew that's who you were. But she said when they asked her to do that scene, which really wasn't supposed. Did y'all know that part really wasn't even supposed to be in Set It Off, when old girl was on top of the car and her and Queen Latifah was making out? She said that she asked them that, hey, if you want me to play this part or do this on screen, y'all gonna have to pay me double what you guys were going to originally pay me when we mentioned it. So she was like, hey, she got a nice little bag from it, but the whole time we already knew that's who she was, because she always came off as kind of, tomboyish, and she just kind of gave that vibe. But hey, y'all are laughing at me talking about too much. All right, let me look at some of the comments right quick before we move on. I see some ones. I see some twos, ones and twos. Okay. I said, whatever his business, just stand in it. I see twos. Somebody with a bullhorn. I know that's right. Says he need to just be himself. It is what it is. Right. I think that too. Says it got me questioning all his male cast. Now Devon Franklin is now playing see? I think he's living vicariously through these movies and plays and this Medea character. I don't think he's ready to come out. So I think he's vicariously behind the scenes doing it through his work. Y'all understand where I'm going with that? Some of the movies that he put out, some of the, you know what I'm saying? He'll play a straight male like he did in what's the movie with Jill Scott and all them? I can't even remember the name, but y'all know what I'm talking about, with Jill Scott and all these other actresses. I feel like he was playing that lady's husband. I was just like, I just don't see him in this role. I just don't. But I don't think that he will ever play a role where he's like kissing a man or something like that, because I don't think that he's ready for that. I don't think he's ready to be viewed as that quite yet. Okay. They said he's giving his whole story and life, so he don't owe us nothing when it comes to his preference. Said, I used to be gay before I was delivered in December of 1999, but before then I was ostracized. I get it, Jennifer Rogers. I get it, and I respect it. And thank you for sharing your story too. Okay. Hey, thank you for sharing your story, because that's very big of you to be that personal to share that. Okay. All right, because you never know who that could help. That could help somebody. So thank you for sharing that. Said that he needs to live his life to whom he wants to be, right or wrong. Okay. This says that why now Oprah and TD Jakes. Yeah, I think that they may be scared that their names may be mentioned in this Diddy case because we still have another week going on. So as they continue this case, more and more people are being mentioned, more and more things are being brought to the light. More, they do have this next star witness I told you guys about yesterday. They have not announced who it is, but they're saying as early of next Friday, we may know the verdict in terms of Diddy being found guilty or not. So I think TD Jakes may be afraid that his name, honey, might come up in something with these damn Diddy parties because Oprah is alluding to the fact that she ain't been to none of these parties when there are pictures floating around out there with her ass there. So let's get into this, honey, because baby. Now, Oprah and TD Jakes deny going to Diddy parties. He said that I stopped by Puffy's house for 30 minutes to say happy birthday. And out of that came a love affair and all types of stuff. Oprah, because we also heard about some stuff over there with some African kids where you're supposed to have some school. We'll get into that later because it was some inappropriate shit we heard about there too. But we're gonna get into this. All right.
I have never been near a Puff party. Never been near. And anybody who's on out.
Right.
I'm the first one out.
People love salacious stories.
Yeah.
They love salacious stories. And you can tell them stories about you feeding those girls in South Africa.
They don't want to hear about that.
I don't want to hear about that at all. If you tell them about Puffy's biceps, they want to follow you all the way around the world. And I think it's because we have become so engrossed in other people's lives to keep from having our own. We are drunk off of things that don't matter to distract us from the things that do matter.
This evening,
Yes. The intoxicant always comes out while something big is happening that we need to be paying attention to. And we pay no attention because we are engrossed in counting up something that is salacious and not true.
Not true.
I stopped by Puffy's house for 30 minutes to say happy birthday to him during the day at 2 o'clock with staff people, and out of that came a love affair and all kinds of stuff that I have never seen. Let's get Jerry's finger on there. You can't fight it.
You can't fight it.
You can't sue it down. You can't tear it down because of a small law that is included in the way that our laws are written right now. And our people don't know that. And not only do they not know it, they help spread it. They help spread it. They help spread it. Now, I'm almost 70 years old. What do I look like? And I am a grandfather. What do I look like? The kind of world that we're living in.
First of all, I have never been.
So now everybody's trying to say, "Oh, I ain't never been to no party." So why y'all ain't showing up to the courthouse to go support him? And TD Jakes, why your ass ain't been to the courthouse? Let's talk about that because we saw you in pictures where you were supporting Diddy. You and Diddy all hugged up, supporting him, throwing up little signs and whatnot. And now that his ass is in court, looking fighting for his into the courthouse, TD Jakes, to go and support him. You haven't been there not one day. How Kanye West beat you to the courthouse and you supposed to be closer to him? You ain't been there not one day to say, Puffy, I'm here to support you. I ain't seen none of your other Hollywood friends be here for you, but I'm here for you as your friend. You have cut all ties and you have kept yourself away from this case because I think you might believe that your name might be coming up next. You try to pull that mess of trying to sue bloggers to make people be quiet and stop talking about it after there were rumors circulating around about you being a strong bottom and being at these Diddy parties, and everybody know what's going on in that minutes. You know women are going to be running around not clothed with no tops on. Why would you have your face in a place? It's my question. Okay? A pastor should not be there. You in the world, but not of it. You know what comes with being around Diddy. You know what going at Diddy parties. Even if you ain't never been there, you know who Diddy is and what he like. If you his friend, You know they ain't running around with choir robes on carrying Bibles. They running around with 2 pieces on, probably with no tops, probably with no damn drawers on. And in rooms doing things that's unmentionable. So why would you have yourself there? Because the video I saw, it looked like you were there longer than 30 minutes because you was up dancing and carrying on as a pastor. And that does not look good. So to sit up on a platform and say, oh, you can't sue it away, you can't pray it away. Yeah, you just shouldn't have been there. Sometimes you shouldn't put yourself in situations. It's called discernment, okay? If you're a pastor, I'm not even a pastor and I have discernment, okay? It's certain things, and like they say, when you become a saved individual, the Holy Spirit will show you things to do and not to do, places to go and not to go. And when you push past that and you go to those places, then you put yourself in a situation to be named in certain things that you might not have anything to do with, and they can't say you did anything or was doing anything. That's just how I see it. Strong bottom, child. Yeah, that's what people saying. He was a strong bottom out here. I said, let me find out. You all on the stage dancing with them little shorts on and your stomach hanging out with that little short shirt you had on. That didn't look appropriate as no pastor. No more than it looked appropriate with you standing there with people known to have been with underage girls at a freaking Diddy party. So save it. And then, like I said, with Oprah, it's been named that you was doing some inappropriate shit too. I've heard several things ago, or maybe a week ago, that the man that Oprah was paying for years has been convicted of molesting young girls. And then it said that she has a school over in Africa where girls are being maybe trafficked or something of that sort, allegedly. So they can save me with this shit. This is Hollywood, okay? These 3 people y'all see on my screen right now, they are not innocent people. They are not innocent people. We've already talked about some things with T.D. Jakes before, where a male already came forward to say that he was harassed, kind of like how one of the guys was saying that Tyler Perry did him. This guy said he was harassed when T.D. Jakes was calling his house and propositioned him into an sexual relationship, and he turned it down. And when he said no, his parents actually went to Tyler standing up to do a sermon. He saw this boy and his mom and dad walking to church, and he specifically called him out to embarrass him for turning him down. He says that he was touched inappropriately. Now, I don't know, I wasn't there. These are accusations. So when we keep hearing about these things, where there's smoke, sometimes there's fire. I ain't saying you did it because, I mean, until you're convicted in a court of law, but I'm just saying where there's smoke, there's fire. None of these things should be mentioned in your name, okay? At all. But let's continue. What y'all think about that? You can put it in, but hey, I respect everybody's opinion. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. We talk about these topics so that we can see how you guys feel about it, what you guys think. Y'all can be free to speak how you feel in the comments as long as it's respectful. I don't mind. Nobody's gonna get called out or embarrassed. We all are here for the same reason, to get the news, okay? That's one of the great things about my platform. I don't try to ostracize or call nobody out or embarrass anybody. If you disagree with what I'm saying, okay, with 2 different people with 2 different minds, and that's just your prerogative. You think and feel how you feel, and it's okay to not always agree with me or my take on things. And if you feel differently, all right. So Jonathan Majors and Megan Good, you guys know they are married. They were just spotted out at an event. Okay, let's go ahead and put that out there. They had the Impact Awards, and the 2 of them stepped out. Now they were saying that Megan Good might be carrying something in her bun, because y'all know she's always had a 6-pack stomach, so she kind of got a little bulge out there. And she and Jonathan decided to step out to this event. So let's go ahead and show that to you guys who may not have seen it yet. Shout out to the Shade Room. He seems a little weird. I don't know. I'm trying to embrace their relationship. Not that it's my business, but, you know, I'm trying. Y'all can see here, I don't been in the comments. I said it's giving Danny Glover tease. He kind of reminds me of Danny Glover, the way he dressed and carried himself. But let's get into it. All right. little tummy action under there. It might be look like a little bulge under there. Okay. Look like a little bulge, because y'all know Megan always had the six-pack look, honey. She always had the six-pack stomach. She always wore her tummy out. At one point had a little tummy ring. You never see no little bulge. Or maybe she just getting happy. Y'all know sometimes when you're in a relationship and you get happy and comfortable, sometimes you don't be worrying about your body as much, because you feel like you got that one, and that person, they like a little cushion for the pushing a little bit. So you ain't so you ain't so into, oh my God, I got to have this six-pack. Maybe he don't give a damn. Okay, she look to me, and no homo, I'm gonna say that because I want to be like, Cameron, why you just? No, I'm saying Megan Good is an attractive female. So to me, I feel like she can stand and put on a few pounds and it won't look bad on her. Okay. I think he might like her having a fuller look, a thicker look on her, because she's an attractive girl. Obviously, he like her, he love her. They married. And I'm be honest with you, when they first got together, I was not feeling their relationship. I felt like he was running to go be with her because of everything he was dealing with publicly about this case, being with Grace Jabari, his ex-girlfriend, who filed a lawsuit on him for being aggressive and abusive towards her, in which y'all know he was found guilty. He's had to go through some classes. His career did take a hit behind that. And Megan decided in that moment that she was going to start dating him, which she said herself that she lost a lot of endorsements, a lot of movies she did not get to get because of being attached to him. So she lost a lot of money. And at one point, for those of you that didn't know, she was also paying his child support. He has a child with another woman. When his career took a hit, he wasn't making money. So she had to go in and, well, not had to, but she chose to step up and pay his child support, which ultimately kept him from going to jail, because his baby mama was like, bitch, I need my money. I don't care what you're going through. So to keep him from having other legal situations attached to that, Megan stepped up and paid his child support to help him out. So maybe he saw that as loyalty. He went out and put a ring on it, honey, and they are now married. So I guess shout out to them. Let's play it again. Get a group. Hey. You asked for it. I know, right? Yes, honey. Get a group. Hey. Y'all know she always wear that barely there stuff, but she got the body for it, so I ain't even mad. So she's cutesy, they're cutesy. I guess I'm coming into liking it. I don't know. That okay, so that was them. Other people showed up. I did not go and pull because I didn't really care as much, but this was a hot topic to see the two of them popping out on the red carpet over there at the Impact Awards. Okay, I said Image Awards, Impact Awards. All right, let's get into this lion demon right here. Okay, Jussie Smollett, he's back in the news again, child. I don't know. I might have to see a receipt from the damn jeweler's office to know if this shit is for real or not, because y'all know he lie. He stay lying, child. But he proposes to his male companion, his male friend or whatever. He says that his male companion says yes after he proposed. So Jussie Smollett proposes to his boyfriend, child. He says that I'll be spending my birthday with my fiance. He said yes. All right. So Jussie Smollett announced that he proposed to his now fiance with this sweet post. All right, for those of you that care, I didn't really care, but it's news, child. It's news. It's my job just to bring the news. We'll show y'all the pictures. I don't really see it for him after he lied and did that whole controversial mess and still was lying after they got his ass, and he wound up having to pay all that money back to Chicago, child. He had to pay a lot of money back for restitution for his lying ass. Okay. Y'all can put in the chat what y'all think about that. All right. Moving on. See how we hit it and quit it on there? All right, so let's go ahead and get into some Diddy news. Diddy news. All right, so Diddy's trial week 6 recap. Shout out to the Shade Room. It said the travel receipts, credit card records, and a $46,000 hotel bill sparked new questions. All right. Thankfully, they do have an audio for this to let my voice rest a bit before we get into more topics. Let's go. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm doing too much over here. I'm trying to I'm doing too much. I'm doing more than one thing over here. I got this going and I'm got something going on in my phone as well. I apologize. Let me take it back. All right. Sorry guys. And here we go.
Jurors saw the full freak-off tapes. While the moaning and the slapping had some clutching their pearls, Diddy trial week 6 left us with a black juror replaced with an older white juror. What it means for the case, and for the first time, receipts shown in court, the travel records and company credit cards the feds say Diddy used to set up freak-offs and transport male escorts to Cassie.
What account did the money come from? Are you using this money from a business account?
All right, I have Saren Tarawali and Jade Whiteside here, TSR reporters on ground, covering the Diddy trial. Week 6, ladies, it started with a juror that was dismissed. Talk about this juror. He was a black man replaced by a white man, an older white man.
Yeah, so his replacement caused a lot of uproar within the courtroom and also outside of the courtroom because everyone was saying that this black man who's on a very diverse jury actually is being dismissed because of his inconsistency with the responses about where he lives. Of course, honesty is the best policy, so the judge stood on his decision and decided to remove him from the case.
Gotcha. And where he lives, he said that he lived in the Bronx, but has been living with his girlfriend. Also, he answered some questions saying that he's been living with his girlfriend in New Jersey.
He had various different responses from his conversations inside of the court with other people, but also the answers that he put down when they initially asked him the questions about where he lives. And of course, these things are all important because you want to make sure that the jury is a jury of his peers so that he gets a fair shot at freedom.
How do you think this will play out in court for both prosecution and the defense? Obviously, it throws a wrench in a lot of things, having a juror of a different race. For the defense, it could mean that there are less people of color. It does mean that there are less people of color in the juror pool now. And for the prosecution, they now have to keep this new juror abreast of what's going on. So what does this mean for the case moving forward?
I mean, we really don't know. The judge did not want to discuss any questions about the race aspect because he believes that this is a fair jury. And the reason why they have alternate jurors are for situations like this. So he believes that it's still fair and the case is still ongoing.
Gotcha. Jade, you also spent some time in the courtroom as well. What did you see? You were obviously there for cross-examination of one of the prosecution's key witnesses.
Yeah, so when I attended court, Special Agent Penland, she was on the stand and she spoke to a lot of the evidence that the government had within its charts. And during cross-examination, at the start, they wanted to get a clear definition on what her role is. And with a lot of the text messages and evidence that they asked her to read within the court, it was obvious that they were trying to make their point that, within Diddy's and Cassie's, relationship, that a lot of the things were consensual. We've read about and we've heard about, these hotel nights, freak offs, and a lot of the text messages that she read, consisted of her, Cassie saying, I want to do this. And Diddy would say, I'm on whatever you're on. They would kind of cooperate and kind of figure out which escort they were going to use for these incidents and stuff like that. And even just speaking to their relationship outside the bedroom, there were a lot of text messages between them where they talked about, loving one another. I know one text message that stood out to me while listening to the back and forth on the stand with the agent as well as, the defense. There was I can't remember the exact year, but there was a year for Father's Day. Cassie, she texted Puff and she, wished him for Father's Day. And she said, I can't wait for us to have a child of our own where we can celebrate Father's Day. So I think they just wanted to make it clear that, she, at some point definitely was willingly in this relationship. There was love that was present in this relationship. And, she wasn't being held against her will. She wasn't being forced, to love him and stuff like that. So I think that was definitely, the key thing that they were trying to get across in the courtroom that day.
Yeah, something that people have been going back and forth. Was this something that Cassie...
All right, so you guys see what they're saying there. So let me go ahead and catch you guys up. Now, week 6 of Diddy's federal trial says it took an unexpected turn when a black juror was dismissed and replaced by an older white juror, raising questions about fairness and representation. Plus, some of the most explosive details were presented this week as jurors were shown graphic freak-off tapes in full, and prosecutors introduced hotel receipts, including one for $46,000 in damages from a night in a hotel, alleging that Bad Boy used business funds to arrange his freak-offs. Child. Now, in the episode of The Shade Room Investigates, says that they break down this week's biggest moments with on-ground trial reporters keeping up with Sarin, okay, and speaks with attorney Justin Miller about the implications of racketeering and transportation charges that Diddy faces, all right? So what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think, put a 1 in the chat if you think that Diddy will be found guilty, put a 2 if you think that he will not. Let's just do a poll right quick. So again, as I just told you guys, they are looking at probably having a verdict by next Friday. That's the expectation, but hey, it could go on. I want to know who this person is that's going to be coming forward to testify, like for real. They're saying this person possibly could crack the case, could definitely crack the case, this witness. I don't know who it is. If y'all have been following this case, y'all know I've been keeping you guys updated. Brendan Paul, which was said to be the drug mule, just testified on yesterday. He gave his testimony, and that was very much so damning towards Diddy. All right. So, of course, he did get immunity for testifying against Diddy, but I do think Diddy will be found guilty. Like I said, if they don't get him on racketeering, they will definitely get him on RICO, because according to some of the testimonies, it does show that his businesses, including several people that work for the business, were involved in making this trafficking situation work. Okay, this prostitution. I think he'll get charged with the prostituting as well, because it does prove, or they did prove, that money was exchanged for sexual pleasures. All right. So let's move on, child. I see some ones in there. I see some ones. Now, somebody need to have their ass at the house and be focusing on trying to get this $3 million up for these back taxes, because the IRS they're saying that the federal government put a lien on Stormie's properties, okay, and possessions, because she has refused or has not paid back taxes that go all the way back to 2013. Now she is out saying that she is on vacation, honey, getting glazed up by her husband, okay? What y'all think about that? Courtney is over here glazing her up. Y'all better be glazing up them receipts to be sending up over there, or some money, them checks to be sending to the government, because they are about to take y'all shit. Y'all about to be on Skid Row out here selling that glaze, all right? You about to be out there. You about to be sleeping in the back. Well, probably not in the back of the car. If that bitch paid for it, they could take it. Okay, let's get into it, child. All right, no music. She's still pushing that glaze. Look at Courtney. They on vacation, child, enjoying their best life with that $3 million still sitting out there. The feds is watching, though. Feds, y'all see this? Feds, y'all see this? They on vacation now. Look at me snitching. And I don't think nobody buying that damn glaze after what I showed the other day, where people were saying that they're getting beeswax with no scent in it. All right, they're saying the first body glaze that they purchased, that it was overwhelming, that you could smell it through the pack before they even opened it. But this time around, when they bought it, and several people said the same thing and co-signed it, that when they opened it up, it was just looked like just some frozen wax, and it was very hard versus soft to the touch, and like real oily, like whenever you try to dig it out and put it on your leg or whatever. But so Stormy she and Courtney are on some type of expensive vacation, child, while they still got that good old $3 million over their head over there for that federal lien that they are now facing. All right, moving on, child. If you like it, I love it. If you like it, I love it, child. If you want to lay out there in a cardboard box, who are me to judge, in my Andrew Caldwell voice? Who are me to judge you, girl? Go on out there and stay in a cardboard box on Skid Row over some damn body glaze. All right, moving on. Simon, honey, Simon, as y'all know, he is out of ICE's custody, and he got time to be online every day. He's posting several times a day. They deported his ass back to Nigeria, and he hopped a plane and then took his ass on over there to he's in Doha, Qatar, child. Okay, he is all over the place. He is all over the place. So let's get into Simon and let's look at what Simon doing, because he might be trying to proposition his next wife out here, girl. Because y'all know he is divorced now too, okay? But he is over in Dubai. Let's get into him, child.
Yes. Freedom. Let freedom reign.
So it says, Simon says, if you can find it in your heart to love yourself and your neighbor, holding no animosity towards anyone, you'll ride the waves of life with grace and always rise above. Okay. He says, happy Saturday from Doha, Qatar. All right. So Simon is out enjoying his best life, child. Let's look at a few more posts. All right. It says, life is good. Even the setbacks build my bounce back muscle each day. I aim to level up from the last. Says happy Saturday from sunny Doha. Says it now let's see if someone surprises me with a new jet before I leave. Child. This is him over there, child, living his best life, sipping his damn coffee. That's beautiful background. The scenery over there is beautiful. Child, I can't go over there, child. My mouth too sleek. My mouth is too slick, child. But he's staying over there at the St. Regis, honey. Y'all know St. Regis is nice. So, Portia, you ain't getting no money, child. He doing all this traveling. He ain't about to send you no 40K a month, child. Just move on with your life, okay? There he is, child, with his little dress on. So it says it in the UAE, even the simplest meal is a masterpiece. He says it, and with each memory, I ache for the life that I left behind just 4 months ago. Is he vicariously or not vicariously? Is he pretty much saying that he missed being married to Portia, being there with her or having that life? Because 4 months ago, he was married to Portia back in Atlanta, you know, around his friends. He can't even come back to the U.S. anymore. Y'all know he has several friends that he left behind. Nene was a friend. Nene's married boyfriend is very tight with him. And I didn't know that before he and Portia got together that Simon and Dennis were also friends too. That's weird, right? They were also cool and used to hang out, but then Simon turned around and married Portia, which is Dennis's baby mama. Weird. But let's
Usually. You see? Usually.
So he said, child, one of the simplest meals is a masterpiece. Child, I wouldn't eat that, but go on. Y'all think about that?
You see?
We just being nosy at this time for what he doing, child. But child, he says, I'm gonna read it again. He says, I ache for the life that I left behind just 4 months ago. Happy Thursday. All right, so that was this week. So could he be sending a message to Portia saying, hey, even though we divorced, I miss you. I miss that life that we had, child. I know I was over there in ICE and I know things went left, but hey, says that he's back, says my heart is full of love for this life, actually even more now. All right, we're just being nosy looking at Simon since he's been out, okay? He's over in Dubai. Says that I love spreading joy to those around me and keeping the good vibes flowing unless something sets me off. I'm a blend of smiles and sass. We know that sass part. I don't know about the smile, but that sass, you got that. Says all wrapped up in one person. Wishing you a fantastic too. See, every day Simon be on the internet, child. But what y'all think? That's him. Here's more recent pictures of him. Oh, that's 24 weeks ago. Why is it up there like he just did it though? But y'all know, as y'all can see, he's always somewhere, child, doing something. All right, but yeah, that's Simon. That's Simon. He's Simon, okay? He's Simon. He loves Dubai, honey. He loves being in Dubai. All right. You got to have some money to be over in Dubai, but he's in Dubai, honey. That's where he is right now. They dropped his ass off in Nigeria and his ass went straight on over to Dubai. So that's where he likes to be. And that's where he is now. All right. Let's get up off Simon, honey. So for those of you looking to get married, Simon might be looking for a wife. You might go on to be able to squeeze 40K up out of him like Portia did. All right, so let's get into this rumor that hit my desk today. Now, word on the curb is that our good old Sweet Tea could be picking up a peach for next season 17 of Real Housewives of Atlanta, if they decide not to take it off the air. Y'all know that they were talking about, since Britt Eady filed that lawsuit for millions against Bravo, that they may be considering taking it off the air, because other Bravo franchises also had some legal situations against Andy Cohen and the network as well. But as you guys can see here, shout out to Bravo Shade Room. It says that Sweet Tea is picking up that drop peach for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17. Child. Okay. Now, I told you guys the other day that she will be definitely making appearances for season 17, which is next season, as a friend of with Phaedra. So now could it be that they are reconsidering, since Britt Eady has been confirmed to not be coming back? Could Cynthia Bailey be staying in her capacity as a friend of, and Sweet Tea could be coming on with a peach on Real Housewives of Atlanta for next season? So she and Dr. G, could they be seen on Real Housewives of Atlanta? She may mesh better with the girls over there versus Married to Medicine. Of course, you know, Dr. Heavenly has such a strong presence to where she and, Sweet Tea didn't get along. And of course, they have Quad back on Married to Medicine now. So with the two of them reigning supreme up over there, I feel like she may mesh a little bit better with the girls, because she do hang out with them. She is cool with Shamia. She is cool also with of course, Phaedra, and she does hang out some with Drew. So she has, and I think she gets along with Cynthia Bailey. I'm not sure how she get along with the other newer castmates on there, but she might mesh better on that show. What do y'all think? What do y'all think? It said the Sweet Tea picking up that drop peach for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 17. So she may take Britt Eady's spot, guys. She may take Britt Eady's spot for next season if they decide to come back. I think they will. I don't know. It's kind of a catch-22. Like I said, Bravo did make that announcement that they were considering dropping the show with this huge lawsuit that Britt Eady has decided to file against them. So I don't know. Of course, y'all know Bravo, they do have great lawyers, honey. They're going to fight that thing because they don't want to pay her that money. They don't feel she deserves it. But we don't know. Maybe they may settle quietly behind the scenes. But from what we see here is giving that Sweet Tea, honey, might be picking up that good old peach for next season. Let's move on. Y'all put on there what y'all think. Would y'all like to see Sweet Tea on Real Housewives of Atlanta, she and Dr. G? I think that'd be a better fit for her than Married to Medicine. All right. The Married to Medicine girls are harsh over there. My God. All right, let's get into some Love and Hip Hop Atlanta news, child. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah, put in there what y'all think, honey. Put in there what y'all think. I'm cool with Sweet Tea. I like Sweet Tea. Y'all know I've interviewed her twice now. She's cool. I talk to her in the DMs all the time. She is mad cool. Shout out to her and Scotty by Nature. They were just out for her birthday. All right. I see Scotty hung out with Sweet Tea for her birthday. So shout out to them. I know they had a blast. Okay. All right. You guys may know who Chaotic is from Love and Hip Hop. Chaotic has brought something to the streets, honey, the YouTube streets, to let everyone know that if you haven't seen him on the show, and if you haven't seen Shekinah on Love and Hip Hop, he's saying that that he and Shekinah were kicked off Love and Hip Hop. Now let's see why they were kicked off, because I watch it, but I haven't even watched it to where I even cared or noticed the two of them not being on there, because I'm always playing on my phone if it's something that's not striking my interest. But let's get into why Chaotic is saying that he and Shekinah were kicked off the damn show. Oh, and speaking of Shekinah, y'all know Shekinah has her own or she works in the funeral home business now. She works full time in the funeral home business. Like she helps, she sits down with the family and kind of helps put the funerals together. She actually work at the funerals now. When they have the funerals at church, she be there like helping with the casket, with the with the family and stuff like that, with the programs. She does that full time. So I was like, look at Shekinah. It's just weird to see her in that capacity. And then you guys know, of course, she is a hairstylist. So in addition to doing that, so Shekinah's getting her money out here. I ain't gonna hold you, because you gonna always have a job in the funeral home business, because baby, people are dying every day. But let's get into this in terms of what Chaotic had to say about he and Shekinah getting kicked off Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay.
Me on the show. And well, the reason y'all ain't been seeing me on the show is because I have actually been fired. Oh, well, laid off. Laid off. Or given a break, I guess, whatever they want to call it. I've been laid off on Love and Hip Hop, so y'all ain't gonna see me on Love and Hip Hop no more. At first I thought it was just Atlanta, so I'm thinking like, oh, if it's Atlanta, if it's because of the, the situation what I had with old boy, then I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna try to go do Miami. Let me see if I can do Miami. And then I put in for Miami to see if I can like go back to Miami, to my city, because I'm thinking, well, maybe they don't want me on Atlanta because of, whatever with Scrappy, or maybe, he, whatever it may be. When I even tried for Miami, it was like, oh nah, you just off loving hip hop, period. We don't want you on loving hip hop at all, period. And I was like, well, damn, y'all just gonna kick me to the curb like that, And that hurt it. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that hurted me, because it was like, I enjoyed being in the Love and Hip Hop franchise. I enjoyed entertaining, the whole 9 yards. But then when I really think about it, how many other people, Shekinah, they got rid of Shekinah, or Shekinah said she quit. Matter of fact, me and Shekinah made up, y'all, and we got a video coming soon. It's gonna be on her channel though. We had a talk. It's gonna be on her channel. That's coming soon though. But she not on Love and Hip Hop no more. Safari, countless people, man, that I know that just ain't on Love and Hip Hop no more. Y'all, of course, y'all know Erica Miller ain't on there no more. I don't know if Erica Banks still on there. I don't know who else still on there, but I know they got me up out of there. I know it's countless people who they done got up out of there. And that's just how it go with Love and Hip Hop. You can have a run. If you ain't going, listen, I feel like with Love and Hip Hop, if you're not going to continue to give them what they want, then you got to go. And I don't even know what it was they wanted out of me, because I thought I was giving them what they wanted. Do I think it had a lot to do with the Scrappy situation? Of course. I think it had everything to do with that situation. I think that situation is the reason I'm not on the show no more. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, that's neither here nor there. I'm great. I'm good. Like, you know what I'm saying? God got me. I'm not financially hurting. You know what? I haven't even spun a Love and Hip Hop check yet. You know what I'm saying? All my Love and Hip Hop checks was always directly deposited in one of my business accounts, and I never touched that money. So, I still got Love and Hip Hop money put to the side that I ain't even touched yet. I probably gonna buy a piece of property with that little bag.
That's smart.
But what the funny thing about it is, the CEO from Now That's TV, his name T-Lo, that's the one who was dating Coi Leray, y'all know. He had came in on Love and Hip Hop with Carly. They also got rid of him. And, we both got taken out of Love and Hip Hop. And as soon as I got took out of Love and Hip Hop, he came to me with an opportunity. He was like, yo, bro, let's do a deal.
Okay, so shout out to Guess What. So y'all hear that? So Shekinah, as you guys know, and I told y'all why she's not on this. She decided to take a different direction in her career, which she's making pretty good money doing the funeral home business, and aside to doing celebrities' hair in Hollywood as well. So she's still doing that. Y'all know she's no longer friends with T.I. and Tiny, which is so unfortunate. But she's doing well for herself now. I feel like the situation between Lil Scrappy and Chaotic, which is why Chaotic is not on the show. I think that Scrappy with his bitch ass might have went to some people, production maybe, or people on VH1 to say, hey, Chaotic shouldn't be on here. Y'all know they're going to choose Scrappy over Chaotic because Scrappy is pretty much one of the stars on the show. All right. When people watch Love and Hip Hop, they want to see him for some reason. He ain't had a hit since a hit him. But Scrappy and his mama child and other regulars on the show, people, they look to see them when they see the show. Rashida and Kurt, the usuals that you guys see. Now, as far as Carly Red's man, whenever they kicked him off, y'all know that was the reason. The reason they kicked him off was because he and Carly had that domestic dispute where he put hands on her, which the police had to be involved. He got arrested, and then later after that, Carly got arrested because she showed up at his place unannounced. So he called the police on her. So that was a huge mess. All right. So again, they look to see Carly as well. Carly would probably still be on there. Erica Mena was taken off the show, as you guys remember, for using a very racist term against one of the castmates there, calling her a monkey and you know, other things like that. But and all the fighting and nasty stuff she had to say. She's tried to apologize, but they will not allow her back on the show, which is good. Her ass shouldn't be back because she feel like she can do and say what she want to say and then creep back up in there and get that money. So they showed your ass because you what they call effed around and found out, biatch. But yeah, that's what had happened. That's what had happened. So they don't want to fool with Chaotic no more. I actually like Chaotic on there. I thought he was funny as hell. But maybe, just maybe, Scrappy saw that people were starting to like Chaotic a little bit more, and he had to get rid of him because it was starting to dim his light. Maybe y'all know people see stuff like that sometimes. They feel like, no, the fans ain't starting to like you more, Chaotic. Now let me have a little beef with you, and let's keep this beef going. And I'm gonna go to production and get you kicked off the show because you ain't about to take my shine. Y'all know how people be, honey. When you start to take their shine, they want you out of there so they can shine brighter. But so Chaotic, they say, yeah, you can't go back to the Miami show, and we damn sure don't want you on the Atlanta show. So that's unfortunate because he was a fan favorite as well on the show. He was funny. But I don't know, maybe they're just sitting him down for a little while and then they can bring him back. But good for him for doing well with his money and his checks from Love and Hip Hop. As he said, he has not spent any. He put them in accounts and been sitting on them. So that's great for him. He's doing right with his money. He's smart with his money, it sounds like. Unlike Scrappy, who they say is out here broke, busted, and disgusted, trying to still live like he's rich and high on the hog, and the nigga ain't got nothing. He's still renting houses. And you how many seasons in on Love and Hip Hop, you still don't own a house? You still out here renting and moving from house to house and renting and leasing cars for the show? Nigga, just sit down at some point. You're not doing right with your money. All right. Bambi is saying you're not paying child support. You're not doing what you're supposed to do financially for the kids. Like, you've been on TV too long to still be in that position. But go off, child. Let's move on. A hot mess. Let's get a laugh. I got some laughing stuff. Said we need a jam session. Say no more. All right. Let's get a jam session in there. Somebody sitting on my likes. Who's sitting on my likes? Who's sitting on the likes? Let's get the likes up. Let's get them up. Let's get them up. All right. Please go out and come back in. Please go out, tap that like, and come back in for me. Tap the like, tap the like. Hey, let's go. Hey. Tap the like, tap the like. Let's go, let's go. Hey, like, like. Hey, hey. Hit the like, hit the like. Let's get it. Everybody, let's get it. Hit the like, hit the like. Hey. Tap the like, tap the like. Let's go. Hey, hey. Thank you, Ed, to the like. Come in to the like. Work over to the like. Let's get it. Hey. Let's get it. Everybody, let's get it. Tap the like, tap the like. How we looking, Mars? How we looking, Mars? Let's get an update. Hey, hey. What do you do? We'll take it. Okay. Thank y'all for the likes. Let's get them on up. Let's continue to tap that like. Let's continue to tap that like. Please go out, tap the like, and come back in so we can enjoy the show. All right. Let's get it. Let's go. All right. Next topic, honey. Next topic. Hope y'all enjoying the show. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right, let's get into this portion where we're going to have a little laughter, honey. Y'all know I like to have some laughter. And, baby, this is going to have y'all cracking up. All right, shout out to James Wright Chanel. I was scrolling and I saw this. I said, baby, I'm definitely going to share this today. Now, this is some older ladies, guys. You could tell they were pressure, honey. They were crazy. They were something else back in their day when they were younger women because, baby, they are hell now. Look at this clip, y'all. You are getting ready to laugh. Shout out again to James Wright Chanel, baby. Let's get into this clip right here. Ooh, child. Let's let it come up on the screen. We got a slight delay. All right, y'all see it? Let's go.
He said he was going to curl my toes, so I slid into his DMs.
Then he slid into your BMs.
It's all about timing there. Let him lean in like he curious, then boom, grab his head and arch your back.
Yes, honey.
Gets him every time. Girl, let me tell you something. He said just the tip. I said, how about the lips? Then I scooted and he was in. My bad. Girl.
You a hazard.
They used to call me Lil Suction Cup in 84.
And she still got the grip. Ask Harold's pacemaker.
You just let him get a whiff, then whoop, push his little head right in there like a honey bun.
Mm-hmm. He gonna need some napkins.
My girl's still tight like Flex Seal, never leaks. Clarence blew my back out last night.
Baby.
I ain't done reverse cowgirl in decades.
Gotcha.
They used to call her the gummy worm.
Worth it. Bought me a scooter battery and some scratch-offs.
Bitch, no.
I might be 84 years old, but I'm still as tight as a greased fist.
Not grease fist.
He said he was going to curl my toes, so I slid into his DM.
Curl them toes.
Then he slid into your BMs.
It's all about...
Baby, not slid in the DMs to get into the BMs. Now, y'all know what the BM is now. Hold up. Let's continue.
Timing there. Let him lean in like he curious, then boom, grab his head and arch your back. Gets him every time. Girl, let me tell you something. He said just the tip. I said, how about the lips? Then I scooted and he was in. My bad. Girl.
You a hazard.
They used to call me Lil Suction Cup in 84.
And she still got the grip. Ask Harold's pacemaker.
You just let him get a whiff, then whoop, push his little head right in there like a honey bun.
Mm-hmm. He gonna need some napkins.
My girl's still tight like Flex Seal, never leaks. Clarence blew my back out last night.
Baby.
I ain't done reverse cowgirl in decades. They used to call her the gummy worm.
Worth it. Bought me a scooter battery and some scratch-offs.
Baby.
I might be 84 years old, but I'm still as tight as a greased fist.
Tell him, mama, okay? I know there was something else back in the day. My God, mama said Clarence blew my back out, honey. I love it. I love it. Did y'all like that? Clarence done blew her back out, baby. I ain't mad at mama said she got a new battery for her hover around over there, girl. Okay, because she was over there doing a gummy worm over there. I ain't mad at you, girl. Get your new battery. Shit. One more time for the road, then we got to go, child. That was funny to me.
Said he was going to curl my toes, so I slid into his DMs.
Then he slid into your BMs.
Oh, Lord.
It's all about timing there. Let him lean in like he curious, then boom, grab his head and arch your back. Gets him every time. Girl, let me tell you something. He said just the tip. I said, how about the lips? Then I scooted and he was in. My bad. Girl.
You a hazard.
They used to call me Lil Suction Cup in 84.
And she still got the grip. Ask Harold's pacemaker.
You just let him get a whiff, then whoop, push his little head right in there like a honey bun.
Mm-hmm. He gonna need some napkins.
My girl's still tight like Flex Seal, never leaks. Clarence blew my back out last night.
Come on, Clarence.
I ain't done reverse cowgirl in decades. They used to call her the gummy worm.
Worth it. Bought me a scooter battery and some scratch-offs.
I might be 84 years old, but I'm still as tight as a greased fist. He said he was going to curl my toes, so I...
These girls are something else. That was funny. All right, so we had to have a little funny video. I love it, y'all. They are a mess. Lord have mercy. I know they was giving them hell back in their day, girl. All right, let's move on, child. I had to play that. I had to play that. Okay. All right, so how many more topics we got? So 3 more topics, then we out of here. All right, so Chrisean Rock's sister, honey, Tessa, is trying to step to Clarissa. Y'all know Clarissa got hands, honey. She is an undefeated champion, to defend their other sister, Taseki, who's running around here saying that she want to fight Clarissa, child. And I'm like, I don't think y'all want that kind of heat, okay? I don't think y'all want that kind of pressure, honey, because Clarissa be taking heads off over here. So I don't think y'all want to deal with that. Let's get into it, child. When I saw that, I said, I know you lying, honey. Shout out to Blue Rock TV. Let's get that up, honey. I said, baby, you better get your head knocked all the way off. So here's Chrisean's sister, Tessa, speaking up for their other sister, Taseki. Let's get into it. Who wants to fight Clarissa? Ooh, child. Abort mission, baby. Abort mission.
You will get bodied. Okay? Okay? We'll get bodied. Come for Taisiki again. Put that money up. It ain't no 3K. I need $1 million. What are you talking about? Pull up on that black top and you will get bodied.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you. That's all I'm going to say. I don't do all that talking. You will get bodied. Professional fighter. I'm a professional. All of that. Bodied. Tell him I said it. Yes. Bodied.
Child, bye. You about to get your head knocked off. Y'all know Clarissa Shields, she got a fight coming up here in July, baby. That's going to be a good fight. I think, of course, she's going to win that one, too. But do I feel like Chrisean's sister Taseki can win a fight against Clarissa? Hell no. I think that you're going to go in and get your damn head knocked off probably the first or second ring. Now, I ain't going to hold you. Chrisean and her sisters, they do got hands, but do I feel like your hands are strong enough to be fighting Clarissa, who is the undisputed champion, female champion right now? I don't think you can. I really don't think you can. And you're gonna go in there and lose that money. That's what you're gonna do. Play it one more time. I'm waiting to hear from what Clarissa got to say after this video. I know you done saw it, because y'all know she's very competitive and she don't like nobody, propositioning, trying to fight her. And if they think they could beat her, she definitely gonna step up and say something. So we're gonna see what she got to say about this.
Fool you will get bodied. Okay?
All right, body.
Okay? We'll get bodied. Come for Taisiki again. Put that money up. It ain't no 3K. I need $1 million. What are you talking about? Pull up on that black top and you will get bodied.
Girl, no.
I'm trying to tell you. That's all I'm going to say. I don't do all that talking. You will get bodied. Professional fighter. I'm a professional. All of that. Bodied. Tell him I said it. Yes. Bodied.
No, ma'am, honey. Clarissa already mad. Remy Ma been popping off over there. So don't pop up in there and get your head flued up out the ring, okay? And that's past tense over there. Don't get your head flued up out of there, girl. And don't be speaking up for your sister, because I don't think y'all want that heat. All right, y'all put in the chat what y'all think, Clarissa. What y'all got y'all money on Clarissa on this fight? I know I do. I'm putting all my money on Clarissa because I know she's going to win that fight. All right, let's move on, child. Chrisean is back showing her baby, honey. This is a recent video of little Chrisean Jr. I keep saying he need to be down there getting a little therapy. She was also seen at the Image Awards as well on the red carpet. Why she was there, I don't know. Her ass should have been somewhere getting the baby some damn therapy. But let's go ahead and look at this recent video, this live that she put out, child, where she and her baby went live. Here we go. Lord have mercy. Prayers for the baby, Lord.
I'm sorry.
Watch this. Why you run like that? Why you run like that? Why you run like that? He like, hey. Okay.
Don't look like what's wrong with him when he did that. He's getting ready to be the yes.
I'm sorry.
Watch this. Why you run like that? Why you run like that?
Some look like it.
Why you run like that? He like, hey.
Laughing.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let's go to the next tab. Okay.
You look at the doggy. You sleepy? Sleepy, man? He like, eh. Okay. Say we ready?
Look at the baby smiling.
It's fake smile. He like, yeah.
Do you want the client to go before you, question rock?
No, we can go.
Are you sure? Because
Yeah, man.
on the waiting list.
Okay.
It's in the middle.
So y'all see, that's a recent video of him. Of course, he is still not walking. He will be too here in a couple months. He's not walking. He's not really verbal. He can make sounds, as you guys can see, but he is not talking as a 2-year-old or almost 2-year-old should be talking. Y'all can see he keeps his hands clenched real tight like that, and his motor skills are not really where they should be. Now I have a cousin who is a nurse, and I sent her this video, and she was saying that it looks like it may be a touch of FAS and ASD in terms of how his hands always stay clenched tight, and then his eyes being so far apart and not really focused. The fact that he is nonverbal, and the fact that he is not walking yet and almost 2 years old. They're saying that his eyes, she said his eyes can definitely be corrected if she go ahead and start getting him in glasses right now. And the way his eyes stay floating, he definitely will need some speech therapy, according to what she was saying. And she needs to have him in some occupational therapy. Now, this is my cousin. She's a nurse, so she knows. She's been a nurse for years, so she knows. I was like, oh my God. His motor skills, as I told you guys, are off. Those can be corrected, but it has to be something that Chrisean is committed to putting him in and keeping him in and seeing it through. Okay, she's so focused on being famous and hitting red carpets. Meanwhile, her baby, he needs the necessary help he needs. It says that according to what my cousin was saying, who is a nurse, she said that he should definitely be in therapy at least 4 to 5 times a week, being that where he is right now is pretty much in a dangerous space. Of course, y'all know the sounds that he be making is, I forget what she called it. It's kind of like the cat syndrome, some type of cat syndrome, the way he sounds like a kitten. Whenever he makes cooing sounds, he should not be doing that at almost 2. But hey, I feel like that's why Blueface was telling her, no, like sit down, like go tend to him, go and you know, focus that attention on him. I think that's why he's been pulling back from her, because he knows that there's something going on with this baby and he wants her to focus on this child, but her focus is on everything else except him, and it's sad. I think she knows that he has something going on, but I think she's in denial. She doesn't want to take responsibility of the fact that she ruined him by drinking heavily. They were saying she drank a lot of Hennessy and smoked a lot while she was pregnant with him, and this is the after effects of that. So if she gets on what she needs to get on as related to him, some of these things can be corrected, okay? But it has to come from her. It has to come from her. Her family, they've come forward to acknowledge and to co-sign that he does have issues, because they've obviously been around the child. I showed you guys a video yesterday where she had one of her staff take the baby to the car, leave him there while she was on the phone with Blueface. He was screaming and hollering for her. She didn't give a damn. And it's sad. It's really sad. I don't feel like she is being 100% interested in what needs to be done as far as this baby, and it's sad. It's very sad. So prayers for the baby. I don't really care about no damn Chrisean, but my prayers is for the baby. Okay, so that's a recent video of him. Let's move on. All right, so for those of you who take Ubers, this is something that you guys may want to know. This is something that Uber drivers are being caught doing, and they are taking your money. So yeah, if you take Ubers regularly, this is something that you must see. Let's check this out. I don't take Uber. I don't play like that. I don't get in cars with strangers because that's exactly what it is. You riding with Uber. Of course, they do have tracking devices with these Ubers, but wait till you see what happened here. Now, it says that an Uber driver is caught trying to scam a person that he's supposed to be picking up by making the driver wait too long so that they will go ahead and cancel the ride, and then their money has already been taken because you have to pay for it. I think that's the process. I've never done Uber, but the process is you reach out to get, someone to come and pick you up, and then you have to pay through the app. So this person was sitting literally up the street and was waiting, playing on their phone, hoping that the person would cancel the ride, and then they would get paid for said ride. And then they move on to the next person and do the same thing. So he really didn't want to do his job, is what it looks like, but he got caught because the person he was supposed to be picking up rolled up on his ass and made him cancel the actual ride, which means he got his money back. So let's get into this scam that's going on with Uber, and Lyft may be doing it as well if you guys do Uber and Lyft. Let's check this out.
Uber said he was 3 minutes away. I've been waiting for like 10 minutes for this 3 minutes away, but they think they slick, right? So what they do is they're going to wait. And while you wait, they wait for you to cancel it so that you get billed and they still make money. So we're going to roll up on him right now so he can go ahead and cancel this damn Uber, because I'm not getting finessed by Uber today. I'm not letting people finesse me. So, Bucko, I'm pulling up. You playing with me. I ain't got time to be playing with. Somebody already pissed me off, so you about to get yours too. Hey, boss man, you got a booking that you accepted, bro. And what are you doing?
Oh, because I don't want to.
You need to cancel it.
Yeah,
You're not going to get paid off of me today.
I will cancel it.
Cancel it now. You could have messaged me back in the app. I've been sitting here messaging you the whole time.
It's the Cameron, yeah?
Yeah.
Cameron.
Yeah, the one you accepted. You thought I was going to cancel so you can make the money and I get billed for it? We don't work like that, player. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Uber said he was 3 minutes away.
So the guy ordered the Uber to come and pick him up. He went ahead and paid for it. Now, he was waiting and waiting and waiting, which he shouldn't have been waiting that long. The guy literally sitting around the corner, watching his phone to see if the person would get irritated enough to go ahead and cancel that particular ride so that he can get the money for it, and then he's gonna wait for another person to order an Uber and do the same thing. So he wasn't counting on the person that was waiting for him to come and pick him up to roll up on him, expose him, get him on video camera, and stand there and make him go ahead and cancel the ride himself so that the money can be sent back to the original person. This is what's going on with this new Uber scam that's going on. Lyft may be doing the same thing. I'm not sure, but Uber been caught doing it. Their drivers are sitting back and accepting rides and sitting around the corner from the people that they're supposed to be picking up, and waiting for that person to cancel the ride because they're tired of waiting, and probably asking someone else to come and get them instead because the Uber is taking so damn long to come to them. So dude was literally around the corner. Y'all see this? He got his ass. Let's play it one more time for any of you that order Uber or Lyft. Please be careful and please be aware. If they're taking a long time to come and get you, this is probably why.
I've been waiting for like 10 minutes for this 3 minutes away, but they think they slick, right? So what they do is they're going to wait. And while you wait, they wait for you to cancel it so that you get billed and they still make money. So we're going to roll up on him right now so he can go ahead and cancel this damn Uber, because I'm not getting finessed by Uber today. I'm not letting people finesse me. So, Bucko, I'm pulling up. You playing with me. I ain't got time to be playing with. Somebody already pissed me off, so you about to get yours too.
Yeah. Sitting literally around the corner, waiting.
Hey, boss man, you got a booking that you accepted, bro. And what are you doing?
Oh, because I don't want to.
You need to cancel it.
Yeah,
You're not going to get paid off of me today.
I will cancel it.
Cancel it now.
So he was getting ready to tell him he didn't want to do the book. He accepted it. And then he said, I don't want to do the booking. So why are you just sitting there making this person wait for you to come and get them versus canceling it? He didn't want to cancel it because he wanted to still get the money for it. So now old boy done rolled up on him, was like, I see what you doing. You trying to scam and take my money. Now I'm going to stand here and watch you cancel it in front of me so I can get my refund. Y'all see what's going on? So definitely be careful for those of you that frequently take Uber or Lyft, specifically Uber, because that's who we called just now on video, playing this game. He got him on camera as well. This is a lot. People money, listen, with people being laid off and money being tight, that people are dealing with stuff like this. This is very unheard of, and this is not right. So I'm glad he called him and put him on blast. So he's canceling the ride so he can get his refund.
You could have messaged me back in the app. I've been sitting here messaging you the whole time.
It's the Cameron, yeah?
Yeah.
Cameron.
Yeah, the one you accepted. You thought I was going to cancel so you can make the money and I get billed for it? We don't work like that, player. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I would have said thank you. I'd have probably cussed him out for that because you ain't going to play with my money, honey. Okay?
Uber said he was 3 minutes.
Shout out to him for putting his ass on blast, and for anybody else. Anybody else that's doing that, all right? Your asses is blasted, all right? Because money, child, money. Don't play with my money. Don't play with my money. I don't play that. But that's our morning show, guys. That's our show for this morning. I'm going to try to tap in with you guys a little bit later on today, all right? I'm going to get out of these streets because the weather's supposed to be nice today and get some things done. But you guys have a wonderful, safe Saturday. I had to pop in to give y'all the Saturday shenanigans for the day. All right. Thank you so much to my mods, KBR. Thank you, Scorpion Miss. Thank you, Belle Wilson. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you to my backup mods, Truth TV Podcast and Rose Armstead. Thank y'all for coming in and helping out as well. Thank you to all of the content creators that joined us live. Thank you so much. I think Sunny Days is here. Schoolboy, if you stop by, thanks so much for being here as well. And any other content creator, if I missed your name, Purple Unicorn, if you're in the building, those are the usuals that stop by and come by and support the video. Thank you to my Caramelians as well. Everybody in the bushes in the chat. Thank y'all so much. Please don't forget to tap the like button so that you can push the video out to the algorithm and support the channel as well. All right. Thank y'all so much. Let's see. Stop sharing. Let me get the link to my other channel so that you guys can go and subscribe over there as well, guys. Thank y'all again so much for supporting. Okay, we're gonna get on out of here. Enjoy your Saturday. I will see you guys later. In the meantime, in between time, let's
Even
go.
when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain.
Simple Mom and Family TV. Simple Mom and Family TV. Thanks for being here, love. My bad for skipping over you. My bad. Thanks for being here, okay?
You can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go.